right, it is now 2019.
Yeah.
And online and a buzz everywhere and blogs and newspapers and all the media, everybody seems to have their bit of advice that you should do
Right.
in 2019. I mean, there's a few that are like no-brainers for me, but I wanted to open up a conversation because it's kind of been sticking in my head, all the moments that you get some really great advice or some horrible advice.
Oh my, yes. There's been many times when we get really bad advice.
And yes, I was just pulling my pants up. I thought it'd be a good idea to wait to do it on camera. Anyway, okay, so bits of good advice. What are some of the ones that stick out in your head, Mama?
Bits of good advice?
Yeah, hold on one second. Make sure that you put your bits of advice down below, good or bad.
Right, the ones that you have gotten that are good or bad.
Yeah, because this will be fun, because you guys are really creative and come up with some doozies. So it'll be fun to read the comments section.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, go with good bits.
Okay.
Other than marrying me, of course. Now.
Actually, I was told not to marry you by a few people.
Was that good advice?
That was the worst advice I could have gotten.
Well, thank you, baby.
Because we've been married 25 years now, and longer, let's just say, than...
Don't go there.
No, I won't. No, longer than... Okay, the two people that gave me that advice, we've been married longer than those two people.
And only one marriage as opposed to 4.
There's that.
There is that.
Anyway.
But that actually brings me to one of my good bits of advice. Mm-hmm. This one came from a close relative, and it has enabled us, I think, one of the bits to stay married as long as we have, and happily married, I might add, is that marriage is not all sunshine and lollipops.
No.
And there are going to be times when you're not going to even, that other person. It takes work to stay married. What is
that? Yeah, the other person.
The truth is, there are times where I irritate the stew out of you. That's the truth.
Yeah, that is totally the truth.
And I'm sorry, honey.
I know, I irritate you too, and
but you gotta learn.
That's something you gotta deal with.
Yeah, so marriage is not all sunshine and lollipops. It takes work.
It does take work.
So now, another bit of good advice that you mentioned out there about the bull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, castrate that bull.
That was good advice.
Very good advice.
That came from you guys.
Yes, it did. Castrate that bull. Do not keep that keep that Jersey as a bull. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Because the milk cow, she's been barrels of fun.
It's like barrel monkeys.
Yeah.
Bits of bad advice I've gotten. Hey, you should get these guinea keats.
I won't say it.
Go ahead.
No, I won't.
Go ahead.
I won't say it.
We actually posted the guinea keats up for sale today at our local farm store. Mm-hmm. We haven't had them long. And watch this. Drum roll, please. Please.
I don't do a drum roll.
You were right. You were right.
How'd that taste coming out of your mouth?
Like vinegar? No. Good advice. Don't want to shut your mouth, Brad.
Right. Exactly.
What you got for some humdingers?
Oh gosh,
I got one. The music business is a terrible idea. It will lead nowhere.
Right.
I heard that. Okay. For those of you out there who play music, sing, do whatever, anything with music, you probably all had that idea, the fantasy, like, what if I could make it? What if I could be on the big stage? What if I could share my gift with the world, right? And so you know what it feels like if somebody affirms you in that or goes wham and tries to just destroy your dream. And my mom and dad were completely supportive, even though they're like, look, it's going to be feast or famine.
Right.
That's how it is in the music business. Either you're riding high, making a lot of money, doing great, or you're praying in faith for toilet paper, which we have literally done.
Right.
And so in our case, it was a terrible knock because it was like, you know what? I believe that I am supposed to be a musician.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were on record labels and we got to minister to thousands upon thousands of people and saw lives changed. And had I listened to them, I mean,
That would happen.
God always makes a way, so I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened because we're not there, because that'd be
Right.
silly.
Right.
But it would have completely altered our life.
Oh, yeah, big time. We probably wouldn't have nearly as many children as we have either.
That's true. Because when you get home, it's like, hey, baby,
Okay.
you looking pretty good.
Stop.
You brought it up.
I know. Anyway.
I got one. Don't listen to the negative melodies. Melodies. Somebody pass me some applesauce. Apple
It's
juice.
a fermented applesauce.
I have no idea. But yeah,
Saucy, my friend.
I'll buy it. Do you accept cash? Ka-ching!
Squirrel.
Yeah, don't listen to the negative Nellies. And the reason why? They don't really care if you succeed or not.
No.
And most of the time, they don't want to see you succeed because generally it makes them feel bad about themselves.
Right, exactly.
Ignore them and push onward.
Right. They're jelly.
They are jelly.
Very jelly.
Jelly, ha ha ha. What does she got, Mama?
I got nothing. I told you. I have a really bad memory when it comes to stuff like that.
Well, okay. If you thought along the lines of the homesteading stuff, I bet you'd come up with a bunch of them.
Okay, well, there is one with that.
Okay.
Okay. Don't go and get a bunch of things all at once when you start your homestead.
True.
Get one thing at a time. Get chickens first. Get that managed. Then get pigs or goats or cows, whichever one you're gonna get, but only get one breed of animal at a time.
Or thing, whatever that thing
Or that
may
thing,
be.
right, exactly, because honestly, we've
done it multiple times.
done it where we've gone and gotten in over our heads.
Like we're gonna do pigs in the winter.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea, especially here in central Wisconsin. Do pigs in the summer.
Yeah.
And then you get them in the spring and you butcher them in the fall and you're done. There's no frozen waters, there's no frozen dookie. It's,
Everybody loves frozen dookie sickles.
no.
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 No. Oh, well, you know, here's another one in terms of my being in the music industry, especially being in ministry, was a very, very wise person that we respected greatly basically said, you're never, ever, ever gonna be as good as you think you are. Don't get a big head,
Right.
no matter how big your band gets
Right.
or doesn't get. And you know what I did actually? That advice came from, I'm not gonna say his name,
Okay.
but came from a good friend. And what that made me do is recenter my mind, because it's a funny thing when you're in a band like that, because you're there to minister, but you're also there to jump around and get them involved. And a lot of that is very, look at me,
Right.
when we're trying our best to say, no, don't look at me, look up. And one of the things that I did, and I thought it was kind of neat, because you got tons of people asking for your autograph all the time. And I thought, man, I don't want to take credit for this. This isn't me doing any of it. This is God putting it together. He gave me the ability. He gave me the skill and encouragement and all that. And so when people would ask me for an autograph, what do I do?
You would draw a smiley face with a goatee and a scripture.
A reference.
Scripture reference.
Yeah, it was a smiley face, Proverbs 3:5-6. And most people would be like, well, this isn't a signature. I said, sure it is. It's better than that, actually. It's a self-portrait. And so,
That's funny.
best advice, worst advice. Farming stuff, Mama.
Man, just take it easy. Don't go crazy, you know?
Don't go changing.
Right.
Don't take wooden nickels.
Barter as much as you can.
Well, yeah, if it's a good deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be a win-win.
Right.
Anyway, what is your best of, worst of advice that you've been given? And put it on down there, and we'll enjoy the laughs and bitter truths and successes.
Yeah.
So you have it. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.